Okay, so for this video, we're going to be going over our multi-segmental flexion test. So this would mean that they were dysfunctional in their standing flexion. So the first thing we're going to do is a long sitting test. Bashi, can I have your legs straight? Tuck your chin for me. Try and touch your toes. Now, as we can see, Bashi is able to do this, but if she wasn't able to do it, then what we could do is we could say, Bashi, can you just lift your head? And if that made it better, any pain with this? Then we would assume neurodynamics would be an issue. Now for Bashi, we could go right into prone rocking because she was able to do it, but we'll assume that Bashi wasn't able to do it. So from here, we want to check her active straight leg raise. So what I want you to do, Bashi, is just lay down. Okay, now we're checking to see if there are, what components are going on. So, can I have you straighten this knee? And now we're going to straighten this knee and lift your leg all the way up. Good, now we're looking for 70 degrees, which Bashi seems to get. So, you can relax. If Bashi is able to get this, it's a functional neutral. Again, right into prone rocking because we're eliminating all of the different musculature as we go. If she wasn't able to do this, now we're trying to rule out the core. So, can I have you, Bashi, bend your knees for me? Good, I want you to raise both your arms in the air. Good, just like that. You can bring your hands together. And I want you to kind of push. Good. Now as you're pushing, can you drop one knee down at a time? 1, 2. So we're doing this to activate the core. Now, what I want you to do is I'm going to put my arm, hand under here. Now, can I have you lift your left leg? Good. Push into my leg. Good. And she's able to do it. Down. And then let's do the other one. Up. Good. Any pain with either of those? Okay. Relax. So, you can relax. She was able to do that. Again, that's ruling out the core motor control. If she wasn't able to do it, then we can move on to passive. Now we're trying to rule out more so like muscle length of those hamstrings and neural tissue. So from here, we're keeping that leg straight. We're trying to get to 80 degrees. Pretty much for R1, that's right about there. Any pain? Okay. Let's try the other side. And there's R1. So as you can see, we're getting 80 degrees on either side. Now, since she is able to get 80 degrees, again, she'll go right into prone rocking. But if she wasn't, now we're trying to rule out the hips, the kind of like the joints themselves. So we want to do knee to chest. So Bashi, can we just have you bring your knees to your chest? Good. And we're looking for 120 degrees. Now in Bashi's case, she's able to get this. So basically at this point we're thinking posterior chain, or it could be like an active hip flexion motor control issue. Are you okay in this position?
Yes.
Okay, good. We can relax. If it's dysfunctional, non-painful, we're thinking hip flexion motor control pretty much for all of them. And then if it is functional, we're thinking maybe hip pain. It could even be like an impingement kind of thing going on. The last portion of this is the prone rocking test. So Bashi, can I have you kind of in a child's pose with your head facing this way? Good. So head down on the mat. Let's just bring your arms to your sides. Very nice. And now we're observing the curvature of her spine. We just want to see like a nice gradual amount of motion or a gradual amount of flexion throughout her entire spine. So if her spine was painful in this position, which is it?
Nope.
Then we would be actually thinking the spine is a cause. If it's dysfunctional neutral, then we're thinking maybe motor control. And in this situation, it's functional. We're looking for that nice spine. If not, we could be thinking about like a plantar flexion dysfunction and other things like that because she's in a fully unloaded position. So she should be able to get her full flexion here. All right.